Welcome to our presentation, When the Campus Feels Like a City. I'm Victoria Lapoe with my colleague Ben Lapoe from the University of Cincinnati. We previously taught at Ohio University, where Adonis Durado, you will hear from him after me. This study examines whether institutionally developed generative artificial intelligence systems can function as digital academic commons. That means, can it support knowledge exchange and institutional navigation within this very complex university environments that we have? Can it build community as universities try to focus here anyway? Ask whether institutional AI systems can function as digital academic commons by supporting navigation, facilitating knowledge exchange, improving accessibility, and shaping transparency. Transparency is so important because we are supposed to be shared governance within, and we work for public institutions within institutional environments. And we are dealing with the TikTok era context. In a digital environment shaped by rapid, short form, and highly accessible content, users, which are often our students, increasingly expect information to be immediate, clear, and actionable, which contrasts with that slower, more complex institutional systems that academia and higher education in the United States and beyond has often been built on. This study asks whether those institutional AI systems can function as that digital academic community. Can we navigate? Can we understand the sort of knowledge in quotation marks exchange and how the institution that we work for defines it? What's being said? What does it mean? What does it say about this policy? About, doing things as simple as an independent study? Can we improve the accessibility? Can we shape transparency to know where to go, who to go from, and what this means within these institutional environments by creating specific GPTs? So the institutional AI ecosystem, these systems operate where artificial intelligence is embedded within that governance structure, data environments, and organizational communication systems rather than functioning as these open public platforms. And the digital academic commons is very, very, very important in our paper. We have it highlighted, and it's a central character within it. It's the shared knowledge environment in which institutional information is collectively accessible, interpretable, and usable by members of an academic community. Community is so important. When you think about higher education, you think about all the publics and people that make up a university and across different places. And while, universities may be self-serving in some ways by being transactional and trying to grow as things are cut and trying to serve themselves and save themselves by having funding, by increasing students, there's still that need for community and connection because we are human. And can that be found through AI? So the core tension, institutional AI systems exist within a fundamental tension between expanding access to knowledge and maintaining governance control over how that knowledge is structured, accessed, and distributed. We are in a time that is being shook up, where community is no longer central to the academic process. Policy is not always transparent. So that community needs to be found somewhere. And is it through custom GPTs? We take a look, and next year hear from my colleague Adonis, and then.
Good day. My name is Adonis Durado from Ohio University. In this section, I will walk you through the theoretical foundations, research design, and the comparative framework that guide our analysis. Theoretical foundations. This study asks whether institutional AI systems can function as digital academic commons by supporting navigation, knowledge exchange, accessibility, and transparency. To examine this, we draw on 4 frameworks: communities of practice, organizational knowledge network, commons-based production, and lastly, digital governance. Together, these help us understand how knowledge is shared and how it is also constrained within institutions. The research objectives. The study focuses on four key areas. First, navigation. That's how AI helps users move through complex systems. Then second, knowledge exchange, how it brings together fragmented information. Third, accessibility, how it reduces barriers to understanding. And fourth, governance, how institutional rules shape access to knowledge. Then we go to methodology overview. We use a qualitative comparative multi-case design. The study combines AI-assisted document analysis with the human AI intercoder reliability process. Well, this ensures that the findings are both scalable and validated through human judgment. For case selection, we examine three institutional AI systems. That's Bearcat GPT, Maisie, and Juke GPT. These were selected because they are embedded within large US universities and represent emerging models of institutional governed AI. These universities are decentralized with knowledge spread across systems and departments. They also share priorities such as data protection, compliance, and equitable access. This allows for both structured comparison and insight into institutional differences. We also include international examples as a secondary comparison. Unlike US system, institutions like Cambridge and IIT Delhi emphasize governance and policy rather than centralized platforms. These cases help show how context shapes AI development globally. Comparative framework. A key distinction emerges. US institutions focus on user-facing platforms integrated into daily workflows. International institutions tend to prioritize governance, frameworks, and regulations. This shows that institutional AI is shaped by broader cultural regulatory contexts and not a single global model.
For intercoder reliability, initial agreement between human and AI-assisted coding was limited, but iterative calibration resulted in full agreement, demonstrating the effectiveness of a collaborative human-AI analytical approach. Strong capacity to translate complex policies and procedures into clear and actionable guidance. This supported users in navigating institutional systems more effectively. For knowledge exchange, we found that these systems facilitated knowledge exchange by synthesizing distributed institutional information and presenting it in integrated and user-centered formats. This reflected shared practices and norms. For accessibility, institutional AI systems improved accessibility by reducing the cognitive load and enabled users to interpret and apply institutional knowledge without them having extensive prior experience. For governance constraints, despite all these strengths, institutional AI systems operate within the bounded environments shaped by the governance frameworks, data protection policies, and institutional control over information flows. Important considerations related to governance, access transparency, and the ethical management of institutional knowledge within controlled environments. In conclusion, and for our future research, we found that institutional AI systems represent a hybrid model of knowledge infrastructure that supports navigation and access, while remaining shaped by governance constraints. Future research should examine their long-term impact on trust, policy, and academic communication. Thank you.